Hello guys, I am back again to do this next part. Okay, now what I've done, because I need to get this finished and up on to onto YouTube. So I've just gone on the machine and I've done some of these stitching along here. I don't know if you can see that along there, just did a little star there. And I did it along here as well. You can't really see it, but I wanted to hold that down. You can see I did it along here, there, just to hold it down. What I probably should have done is put that on there like that, and I may either put that there or that here, because everyone gets a piece of this. So I would have to, quite like it there. I'd have to cut around it though, which is not impossible. So I would have to stitch down or glue that down, and then, which I may do, and then cut around that. Like here. Okay, cut around this. So I'm going to draw around that, and then cut around that. So ideally, this is where, once again, learn from my mistake. Do this first before you put that down. Okay. Okay, go around like that. Definitely needs to be put in the right spot. What are we doing? There we go. Okay, let's hope it's come out okay. Roundabout, maybe a little bit more there. So what I might do, get a little bit more here, cut that off. Doesn't seem to be the right spot. So get the tissue. Now, with the pen, I've also done, gotten the lines, done that on there. Here's the patterns. The kids added their little bit extra on there. So, okay. And a bit of, and a bit of a line here like that. Pretty runny. Okay. Bit much on that bottom end, just as well it dries clear, that's for sure. Okay. So actually I might go over there with the machine, that might help. There we go. Hasn't got glue in that part, but it will help hold that down. So it's not going to move on me. Yeah, I forgot when I was doing the kits. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that piece of fabric. The little thing. So you don't need to use it, but it's in there. There we go. So I thought I might as well use it. And you want the pretty bit to be on the inside. So what I'm going to do, these are bits and pieces that I bought from the market that I went on. Where is the lid? No, here it is. There we go. Now I'll just let that dry. So what I want to do here, I organise my threads. Ugh. Oh my goodness, getting it everywhere. Organised a lot of my threads. I got some threads from Steph Francis, some of these, this one here, and then I've still got a few more to organise it. Geez, it takes a while. Yeah, it gets about RSI when you're winding them on that thing. So what I want to do here is I want to do a fly stitch, yeah, feather stitch that one. I'd like to do that here with this. That's the Steph Francis, isn't it beautiful, variegated? And then on here I would like to do a herringbone stitch, so I'll do that. Then we will probably stick the butterfly and all that one down as well. And then with this I've got the threads here that I want to do like I did with the fox. So that'll be going there like that. I can hear car. Now, which one? You sort of want it to stand out a little bit. Actually, I might grab that because it's got that bit of that colour. This is why I've got all these threads, and I put them on here, but I ended up, I'm going to put these in there like that, I think. So I've got this that I want to do some herringbone stitch on. I think my husband might be home. I'll just pause it. Okay, back again. He was home earlier than what I thought it was going to be. So it's well, the time's just gone faster. Okay, now what I would like to do is this herringbone stitch here. So we start off, so there's 2 lines, so I might even go on the bottom of that. That'll give me that line, and then just go on the top here. Seriously, the first thing, and it's already got a knot in it. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. There we go. Okay. Then you go down. Might go down to here. And go through. And then back. When it's a gingham, it's actually really handy. Gives you a bit of a guide to where you want it to go. There we go. Sort of a bit like a crisscross. So I'm going to go here, just above, give you a bit of an idea. Is it too far over? I don't know. Then there. Okay. I would have done a lot more of this type of stitching along here, but I've just, as you may have noticed, I've Didn't have a video up on last Saturday. Well, actually no, this one's a bit later, well, a while back. It was a Saturday a while back, and I thought I have to get this finished so I can get it up. And have the kits available for you guys. Okay, there we go. So it's pretty straightforward. Going up, down. It's sort of like a cross stitch, except for it's a. That's so cool, and it's because it's variegated. Definitely easier with a gingham. This is the stitch that I used in my curtains that I made. I did a while back, and yeah, that turned out beautifully, and that was a gingham that I used. Okay, I like, yeah. I'll bring it up higher just to show you. I'll have to get one here, and then that'll go underneath. No, that's not going to work. Okay, what I'll do, because that looks really silly, I might just finish and have it underneath there, because I want to continue it on through there, sort of holding it down and giving us some extra stitches, and I'll bring it up to the camera. Ugh. Sometimes you just need to recut. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just go through there like that. Then I'll start round about here. Might have to go through a little bit of it. Just grab some of it. There we go. And then start there. Okay, show you the stitch. How cool is that? Hopefully you can see it. So you go over there like that, and so we're going to start around about, how high is it there? There. Okay. Then you come down here. And end up, is it that far? Probably not quite that far, about there. Oop. So much harder doing it standing up. Then coming across this way, so it's sort of a bit like a cross stitch, but a little bit different. There we go. And there. Quite like herringbone stitch. Actually a little bit easier for you to see on this. It's light, and this is a little bit darker. Go back. And grab this, and then we'll go across here. There we go. I like that. It's gone from there to there. How pretty is that? Okay, Now, I won't do the fly stitch, or I might pause and do the fly stitch because I've already seen you do that, because I would really like to put the butterfly down here and stitch across that, and maybe do a couple of little antennae thingy. And then what I was thinking was having that there and then doing another thing like that, because you'll have enough to do that, have that come in there. Don't know if I've got any leaves, but if I have it short enough, it probably won't need to have leaves. There we go. Have the butterfly a little higher up. So if you want to, you can use these. These just a little extra bits and pieces that I've got in there. I've got this as well. That might even be nice down here. I don't know. So what I'll do is I'll pause it, and I'm going to do just this, whereabouts, this stitch, the feather stitch, which you've already seen heaps of times, and then I'll be back and I'll do the butterfly. Okay, I'm back again. What I've done is I've just glued, I see I did that, to zigzag that along there, and I probably am going to get a slip of, probably, see this nice colour there, I'm just going to do a straight stitch along there, holding that down there. This is where I did the fly, no feather stitch. And then I'm thinking of, I've got this tiny little flower here, which, because this has got little leaves along there, I was thinking I might put that along there, and I'm going to have a button or something along there. But I've got some more of this, and unlike this other one where I did the stem stitch with the actual ribbon, I couched that down, so that was a lot easier to do. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get your little butterfly. That's why I needed to do the fly stitch on that bit, and I'm going to come around and colour in his body a little bit. Seems a bit stiff around there. Ugh. Got a little bit of that green left. Nope. And sort of do a bit like a stem stitch. I sort of want to completely colour it in. And it may be a bit tricky in places because it's a bit thicker, just to give the body a bit of colour. This is how you can use these motifs. So everyone gets one of these butterflies. And I thought I might keep it in that greeny colour because you know, butterflies were once caterpillars, and caterpillars are that greeny colour. So, and it ties in with that anyway too. Beautiful stuff. So, I think I've missed a bit just there. You just go back, because it's got the cream, and you miss it, go over it again. Even though it probably wouldn't hurt having a little bit, it'd be a bit more like a bee then. And that way that holds the butterfly down, even though I've just put a tiny little bit of glue. Oh, goodness, sometimes it gets a little tough. I'm getting it. I think it probably needed to get a longer piece. There we go. Probably the easiest way to do it. I might come back over that with a longer piece a bit later on. So I was thinking maybe some black to do the little antennae, because that's green. I probably should have put it a little bit over. And I'll do probably a pistol stitch. Yep. I'm going to be a little bit longer than normal. So you come out. Now pistol stitch, if any of you guys have been watching, I'm just wondering whether I go over the top, probably. I'll make it fairly long. So I go here. Is that too long? Wondering if I might do it halfway and sort of have it coming around actually. Rather than doing nothing. If I did it straight, it is probably going to be, I like that little angle. And then French knot. Yeah, I think that's probably better. So come back through here, do the same, go about there, come out probably there, a bit of an angle, and then come back at the top. One, two. Yep. 1, 2. Just need to pick the most difficult little spot. There we go. I think that looks a little better than a straight. Oh, that's so cute. There you go. So there's a body. I might go over the body again. It's fairly light. And I was actually thinking I might go around on the outside and just sort of catch it either with this blue on the outside there. I think that would be nice because it's got, well, I have a little bit of that blue left over from that. And you could probably do, I'm actually thinking, do a stripe along here and a stripe along there, and there, and there, in the green or a different colour. See, there we go. Just so I know what I'm doing. Okay, where are we? Got the black there. Now we go around the outside. That's that green. Oh, I should have tied that off. Oh well, I've got to go back over it anyway. I've got that little bit of that blue left, which is what I had for here. So, because it's in the blues and greens in here, I might use that. It's a little bit lighter. I want the darker. Okay. Looks like it's broken there. I'll just fix that. There we go. Now, what we'll do, as you'll be able to see, have I done a knot? Yes, I did. you'll be able to see it's got a couple of little bits and pieces. So what we're going to do is sort of do like a little bit of a back stitch, catching those little pieces in between. That way it gives it a little bit of colour, but it also holds it down as well. Really quite like these little butterfly motifs. Okay. Now, I think I might go actually through there, because it doesn't seem to be holding it down there, so I might go up through here and through there, and that will hold that down. There we go. Then come back through here. Yep. Where are we? It seems to be a little bit tough there, maybe because it's the join. Okay. So what I'll do is I'll turn that off and I'll come back when it's gone all the way around, and I might do a second coat of the green along there, and I might use the green for along there, and I'll come back when that is done. Can you sort of see what I'm talking about? Okay, I'll be back. Okay, back again. I just did that. If you want to look on the Fox tutorial, you just use a fine, like a cotton, just a normal cotton, and it's a fairly strong one because it's an old cotton, and you just sort of couch it on, and then you do 3 loops for a French knot along there, so that gives it the little whiskers. Then it started off being light, and then it went a little bit darker, and then because this might have been this one, and I ended up doing just a line and then a French knot with 3 loops on there, just to give that a bit of colour. I really like how that's turned out. So I might go back here and do a couple of lazy daisy, because I've kept that on there, lazy daisy leaves, and then wherever that little piece is, it might be stuck underneath or on the floor somewhere. So what I'm going to do on here as well is find myself a button. Might be on the floor. Here we go. It is on the floor. I just wanted to see. Just need something here. And then I've got to stitch down those with just a little straight stitch on there, and that'll look really good. So you'll see it in the thumbnail anyway. And I'll show you the complete finished thing in the next tutorial. Will be the tag, which will be like a miniature version of this. So I think I'm going to stick that down there, just a little, I might do it on there like that, so it's got those, and I might do a French knot in the middle and then just catch it with a straight stitch. I could probably do that, but I was thinking, actually I like that because it blends in with that. It's either that or one of these. See, that's really nice too. It's so hard because that's got a it's a little flower. And you've got that. See, that might go nice on that, but it's just too big. I quite like that. I think that looks really good. It's like a little wooden button, and then maybe I could have a little flower like that, because it really does blend in that. I don't know, you'll see in the next one, but what I'll do is So I really like that greeny colour, so I'm going to get some more of that thread. Really love it. This is a Steph Francis thread. And then I might do a, sometimes it just pays, just to give it a bit of a cut. And I might colour in those, I might just do a little, show you, I'll come in around just to give it a bit of an extra bit. Now where's my little threads and bits and pieces everywhere? I need this. So I'm going to come in the middle. And I may do some of these, and I might end up doing more than one. I think I do. I think I might do maybe 3 or 4. And that's a colonial knot, just to make it a little bigger. Yep. Definitely going to hold it down anyway. So this is the type of thing that you can use. So you see these beautiful motifs for. I'll probably do some stitching around here as well. Ugh. There we go. And nice having a variegated thread. I really like this colour. That's the teals and blues. Okay. It is pretty tough though. You really got to pull it. Then I'm going to come along. Oh, no wonder it's so tough. Got that thread on there. I'll come along through here. And I'll hold that down so it gives it a bit of a colour there. And I was actually thinking of filling in these a little bit, just so they've got a bit of a line. And I'll go back. There we go. Oops. So it holds it down, but gives it a bit of colour as well. You can't really see that one. And here's another leaf. So we'll come in on there. Come out here. I might go over that other one again because it's a bit light in colour. And it holds that down. So that little stitch that I've done there, I'll do the same just along there, and that will hold that down. So this is hold that down, but it just gives it an extra bit there. So I'm going to come back over here and go over this again because it's a bit light. Okay, then come up through here. And see, I'll only do it on these ones because that way it makes this a little bit more like the little flower stem. So cute. So you can even work in with what you've done on the machine. I'll come up there in a minute and show you what I've done. I'll put the heater on in here, and it is warm. Oh, I think a bit went off a bit skewy from there. Miss pedantic, so I'm going to have to do it again. There we go. I'll show you what I've done anyway. See, get a little bit of a line there, there and there, the line there. Do the same in each of those joins. And here is just adding that little bit of texture. And I'll do the same along there. I don't really need to do it on those, and you can't see it on here anyway, but and then I'm probably going to, while I'm down here, I'll probably do a couple of with this one I'm going to do some lazy daisy stitches, maybe 1, 2, 1, 2, 3 on that side, and then probably have some stitches holding that down too, because it looks rather nice. Might do a couple more in there as well. But there you go. Really love how these little guys turned out. The sky's the limit. You can do, you know, more type of stitching. You can do some stitching here, like maybe some crosses, or really test out all your slow stitches. There you go, guys. I really love how this cutie has turned out, and I will catch you. Definitely think that's the go. Yeah, coming from here, looking from through my lens. Oh, that looks good too, because it matches that. We'll just see. Okay, guys, thanks very much for watching, and the next one will be the tag. So I might even put a couple of these buttons on the tag. Okay, guys, I'll thank you, and I'll catch you later. Bye. Have fun creating.